All right. Hi, good evening, everyone on Facebook and YouTube. You are now watching Champs Live. For today's live session, what we're going to have is two of our Champs groups. They will be giving us a talk show based on a video that they will be watching after this. So, in the past hour, what they have been doing is preparing for the video. They've been strategizing what should they do after they watch the video, how to handle their talk show. So after all their preparing and their strategizing, they're going to be watching the video after this, and then they will discuss it. So I hope everyone enjoys. The first group to start will be Samantha, Baxter, Junpei, and Valencia. Hello guys, good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening.
All right. Okay, are you guys excited?
Yes, very excited.
Yes.
Okay, very good. So now, what's that, Baxter?
Terrified.
Okay, it's okay to be terrified. I'm sure you'll do fine. Okay, now the first thing that we'll be doing is choosing the video. So you guys don't know what video you're doing, right?
We don't know.
You don't know. No worries. What we'll be doing is choosing the video now, okay? All right. Okay, so first thing first, you have to choose between the number 1 to 8. Choose between the number 1 to 8. What number do you guys want to go with?
I choose number 2.
How about the rest of you agree with number 2? Okay,
Yes.
we go with video number 2.
Oh,
Baxter, you go on number 2. Baxter, any other suggestions then? No? All right, then we will stick with number 2. Okay, now let's see what is video number 2. Okay, so I will play the video for you guys. Okay, remember you have 15 minutes. You watch the video and then let us know what do you think about the video, all right? Are you guys ready?
Ready.
Okay.
If you're not familiar with cassava starch, you might know it as tapioca flour instead. And it's the main ingredient in Universal Biopack's recipe for a remarkable material. The company says its products are 100% natural and biodegradable. They'll dissolve in room temperature water within a week, leaving zero waste behind.
The cassava starch, we use the same as they do the noodle, so it's a food grade. But for the bamboo fabric, we use the waste from the chopstick. We have to bring the bamboo to clean it up. This bamboo fabric is helping to make the product more strong and rigid.
Sutep Vitchayotin wasn't always in this business. For roughly 2 decades, this factory churned out compact discs, but with little demand for CDs. He's decided to devote the entire facility to disposable dishware and eco-friendly packaging. Sutep hopes to have a semi-automated assembly line up and running next year.
We love the material. That's why we are no give up, and we believe we might find a way to match between the economic and the production scale.
Getting to this point has been a labour of love for Sutep and his daughter Vara Anong Vitchayotin. She's the company's managing director. Vara Anong says she was inspired by a scuba diving trip when she noticed the damage being done by pollution.
I think every day we create a lot of waste already from our daily lifestyle. So if there anything that we can do to give back and help the earth, I think this is the most of what we can do.
Asian nations contribute the majority of plastic pollution clogging waterways. Plastic does not biodegrade. Bangkok, dubbed Venice of the East, is crisscrossed by rivers and canals. The city faces an everyday struggle to keep its waterways clean. And one holiday in particular poses an extra challenge. Loi Krathong is celebrated in November by floating an offering, traditionally out of banana leaves, but increasingly made from plastic or styrofoam.
We come up with a biodegradable krathong that use our material, and then we come up with a design to make it more like a lotus. So it's not only beautiful, but it's eco-friendly.
Vara Anong says she hopes to find more innovative uses for UB Pack's material to expand its use and contribute to a cleaner future.
Wow. This video is very interesting. Vexter, you have what to comment? Do you have what comment about this video? Vexter, your mic is off. Vexter, your mic is off. Do you have any comment about the video?
And sorry, I did not know my mic was off. And not actually. Not actually. I don't have any comments.
Do you think the video is interesting? Can you put your mic more near to your mouth so that we can hear you clearly?
Better?
Yeah, better. So can you explain to us, like, in simple, about what this video talk about? Okay, anyway, I have some comments. I think this video is very awesome and very interesting, and they is like use I forget they use what to make something but that is eco-friendly. Junpei, do you have any comments?
I thought that was really good for the earth, that of plastic for uses, because that material wasn't a plastic or a thing that made the earth dirty.
Is they use bamboo as material?
Yes, that because if it was plastic, it will make it won't it will make a lot of problems, but the bamboo one is better than plastic. Next.
Valencia, do you agree with Junpei?
Yes, I think this video is very good because they don't use the plastic and can protect the earth.
Yeah, so okay, and then next, this video is about SDG 12. So in the video we can see the SDG 12 is like they don't waste. Okay, okay. Junpei, in your opinion, what is SDG 12?
For me, SDG 12 is to help the earth, clean and good, like to make earth.
And for me, I think SDG 12 is like want us to don't waste the resources and make good for the resources. How about you, Dexter? What is your opinion about the SDG 12?
Well, SGD 12 is an ensure highly quality for life for all of life for of life for all.
Okay, how about you, Valencia?
In my
What?
opinion, SDG 12 is like don't waste water, food, and what the food is.
Okay, so I have already searched for what is SDG 12. Okay, I will share my screen about what is SDG 12. Okay, this is our research before we sorry. This is our what we searched. We search on the Google. Google show us SDG 12 aims to ensure the rational use of resources, improve energy efficiency, sustainable infrastructure, provide basic services, green and decent jobs, and ensure a higher quality of life for all. So, to in simple word, this is SDG 12 is to make our life have higher quality and to ensure the use of resources is reasonable, like not just not waste. Okay. Then Baxter, can you help us to make to summarize the video and summarize all of we said?
Well,
Okay, maybe Dexter is still thinking, and then
Go to a quiz first.
We will be team one is not not draw lots is I want to first because I think that early death and early birth, so we choose to be team one. And then back to the topic, Dexter, what can you summarize the video and all of our comments and what is SDG 12? Like summarize for us.
we can avoid wasting plastics and plastic bottles and boxes.
Oh, okay. Anything else? Then we should go to a quiz.
For listening us about the talk. Oh my god, my line is very late. Okay, bye bye. Thank you.
All right, thank you everyone. Okay, so we just heard from our group, which is from Samantha, Baxter, Valencia, and Junpei. Samantha at the end was saying thank you to everyone, but she was lagging slightly, so we couldn't hear her. But thank you, Samantha. So it seems like you guys have heard a lot. Okay, there are so many nice comments about you guys on Facebook. Do you want to say thank you to your audience?
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you all
Thank you.
audience to participate live and comment.
Okay, did you guys learn a lot about zero wastage?
Yeah, we have learned more and know there is somewhat we can have like using the bamboo to make bowls. I have seen these bowls, I think.
All right. Okay, thank you, Samantha. You did a very good job today helping all your teammates as well as and Valencia, Junpei, and Baxter. Very good ideas you guys put in. Okay, so now we will invite the next group. Bye bye. I hope you guys had a good
Bye.
time.
Thank
Okay,
you.
I'll invite the next group. Okay, so for our next group, we have Adrian, Jezebel, Constance, and Ryan. Ryan, are you there? We see a brick wall, Ryan. Okay, we see Ryan now. All right, okay, everyone's fine now. How are you guys feeling? Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so as you know, you okay, all right. So as you know, you have to choose a number between 1 to 8, but you cannot choose number 2 because the previous group already chose number 2. So which number do you guys want from 1 to 8?
Number 3.
Number 3, everyone agree with number 3, right? All right, so let's see what is video number 3. Okay, so what I will do is present the video, all right? And you guys will be watching it. And just to let everyone on Facebook know, what is going to be happening is they will be watching the video with all of you, all right? And then they'll have a discussion based on the video. In the past hour, what they have done is strategize on how to discuss the video and what to talk about it, as well as their communication style. So we will see them put this strategy. We will see them how do they work this strategy into today's discussion. Okay, so I'm going to present the video now.
As of 2018, there are around 2.5 billion smartphone users in the world. If we broke open all their newest phones, which are just a fraction of the total that have been built, and split them into their component parts, that would produce around 85,000 kilograms of gold, 875,000 of silver, and 40 million kilograms of copper. How did this precious cash get into our phones, and can we reclaim it? Gold, silver, and copper are actually just a few of the 70 or so chemical elements that make up the average smartphone. These can be divided into different groups, two of the most critical being rare earth elements and precious metals. Rare earths are a selection of 17 elements that are actually common in Earth's crust and are found in many areas across the world in low concentrations. These elements have a huge range of magnetic, phosphorescent, and conductive properties that make them crucial to modern technologies. In fact, of the 17 types of rare earth metals, phones and other electronics may contain up to 16. In smartphones, these create the screen and color display, aid conductivity, and produce the signature vibrations, amongst other things. And yet, crucial as they are, extracting these elements from the Earth is linked to some disturbing environmental impacts. Rare earth elements can often be found, but in many areas it's not economically feasible to extract them due to low concentrations. Much of the time, extracting them requires a method called open pit mining that exposes vast areas of land. This form of mining destroys huge swaths of natural habitats and causes air and water pollution, threatening the health of nearby communities. Another group of ingredients in smartphones comes with similar environmental risks. These are metals such as copper, silver, palladium, aluminum, platinum, tungsten, tin, lead, and gold. We also mine magnesium, lithium, silica, and potassium to make phones, and all of it is associated with vast habitat destruction, as well as air and water pollution. Mining comes with worrying social problems too, like large-scale human and animal displacement to make way for industrial operations, and frequently poor working conditions for laborers. Lastly, phone production also requires petroleum, one of the main drivers of climate change. That entwines our smartphones inextricably with this growing planetary conundrum. And what's more, the ingredients we mine to make our phones aren't infinite. One day, they'll simply run out, and we haven't yet discovered effective replacements for some. Despite this, the number of smartphones is on a steady increase. By 2019, it's predicted that there will be close to 3 billion in use. This means that reclaiming the bounty within our phones is swiftly becoming a necessity. So, if you have an old phone, you may want to consider your options before throwing it away. To minimize waste, you could donate it to a charity for reuse, take it to an e-waste recycling facility, or look for a company that refurbishes old models. However, even recycling companies need our scrutiny. Just as the production of smartphones comes with social and environmental problems, dismantling them does too. E-waste is sometimes intentionally exported to countries where labor is cheap but working conditions are poor. Vast workforces, often made up of women and children, may be underpaid, lack the training to safely disassemble phones, and be exposed to elements like lead and mercury, which can permanently damage their nervous systems. Phone waste can also end up in huge dump sites, leaching toxic chemicals into the soil and water, mirroring the problems of the mines where the elements originated. A phone is much more than it appears to be on the surface. It's an assemblage of elements from multiple countries, linked to impacts that are unfolding on a global scale. So until someone invents a completely sustainable smartphone, we'll need to come to terms with how this technology affects widespread places and people. Want to learn more about the global impacts of everyday items? Check out our lesson on the life cycle of a t-shirt. And if you'd like to help us keep making lessons about important topics such as these, we invite you to make a small contribution on our Patreon.
Okay. So, everybody, what do you feel about the video? What did you see?
The video says that the smartphone have many materials in it, and some of the materials will pollute the air and water.
Ryan, what did you see in the video?
But if our phone that we don't use already, we can like reuse it, like donate it to someone like that.
Adrian, 你在 video 里面你看到什么东西？
有人污染那个大自然、水、那些空气啊，那些不干净，然后地球就会生病，是这样，就是。
So what is the video trying to teach us? To recycle our phone, to donate our phone to someone else who needed it more than we do, or we should just throw them away? So what
Don't
is the video
throw
trying to teach us?
the phone because if we throw the phone, it will come up many things to pollute the air, water, or other things.
Okay, so all of you guys are saying that if we simply just throw our phone away instead of donating it to somebody, it's going to cause a lot of air and water pollution. Is that true? Okay, so Constance, what is the theme of today? What is the SDG of today?
The theme of today is SDG 12.
Okay, what is it called?
SDG 12 is responsible consumption and production.
Let me guess. Responsible consumption and production. Does it have to do with any making our earth more greener and
Yes.
recycle, reuse, and reduce, and all about how we handle our trash? Is that correct?
Yes. That's
Okay,
correct.
Lay everything you know and have on the table.
What?
Basically, what I said was, what is the example, the definitions of SDG 12?
SDG 12 is sustainable consumption and production. Sustainable consumption and production promotes resources and energy efficiency, sustainable infrastructure, and access to green and decent jobs and a better quality of life. It is at the heart of progress towards building a sustainable economy that works for both people and planet in the long term. The goal centers on the interconnectedness of the private and public sectors and encourages companies, especially large and transnational. The example of SDG 12 is fighting pollution, reducing the overall waste generation, and improving the management of chemicals and toxic waste. The second example is supporting companies' transition to green infrastructures and practice. That's all.
Okay, about the video just now, it's about the phone. So what should we do with the phone? Throw it away
No.
or recycle? Guys, what do you think are we supposed to do with the phone? Should we recycle, reuse it, or what should we do about the phone?
Recycle.
Reuse and reuse.
What if we don't? And if we don't, it's going to cause a lot of water and air pollutions. And what if
Donate to someone who didn't have a phone.
we don't have a phone? Adrian,
Yes.
那个电话我们要怎样弄？丢掉啊，再用啊，还是给别人？
去工厂回收，这样子会知道不可以少一点制作那种垃圾啊，因为垃圾有可能有些垃圾呢100年、1000年都不会腐烂，所以我们去拿去回收。
Okay, thank you, Adrian. So everybody, you guys are saying that we should donate it to somebody else because it's going to cause a lot of water and air pollution. And water and air pollution is going to cause climate change, is it correct?
And it will. And air pollution and water pollution is not good to our environment and nature.
It's not going to make our earth greener, is it? Okay. So basically, what do you guys think about SDG 12? Everything about that. What do we do about our trash? What do we do about everything we have? Do we recycle, reuse, or reduce it?
We can recycle it.
Recycle, reuse, and reduce all can.
So I've been hearing recycle, reuse, and reduce all the time during this live show. So SDG 12 is basically about how we manage trash and how we use the 3 R's. Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, Adrian.
Yes.
Are you there?
Yes.
Okay, so that is all for our group.
Okay, thank you guys. Did you guys learn a lot from the video that you watched? Yes? Okay, so just to repeat for our audience on Facebook, the video that they watched, it was their first time watching it, all right? And their discussion was based on the video that they just watched. They strategized for an hour how they would conduct this discussion. So from the video, right, they talked about how smartphones are made, correct? Do you think there's a better way to make smartphones rather than using all those materials that are bad for the earth? If you guys could come up with anything, how would you make smartphones?
Don't need to use though.
Wow, okay, Ryan. So you don't play your video games on your phone, is it?
I don't have video games.
Okay, so Ryan's idea is to reduce consumption. If you don't use smartphone, means you don't have to make smartphone. Okay, thank you everyone for your discussion and all your ideas just now. Okay, thank you to everyone on Facebook as well for watching us and giving us your opinions. Okay, and yes, it's true, Jezebel, you did a very good job at moderating today, okay? Asking questions to your teammates and translating for them.
Teacher, I got one thing.
Yes?
Like Apple always got new phone. You use iPhone 12 and the iPhone 13 came out. You don't need to buy iPhone 13 because your iPhone 12 haven't broke. Don't need always to buy new one.
Correct. Ryan is right. Okay? When you already have a working phone, you don't have to buy a new one. Okay, so Ryan,
But not everyone is convinced by that.
In case the phone broke down.
Okay, and if your phone breaks, then what would you do?
How badly is broken?
Repair.
I see. Okay, so Ryan's idea again, okay, reduce consumption. If you don't use, if you keep the same phone, you don't need a new one, right?
Yes.
Correct, Ryan?
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Ryan, and thank you, everyone. All right, thank you, everyone on Facebook as well for joining in on our discussion. Okay, and to everyone on Facebook, tonight we have another 2 teams, another 2 classes who will be doing a discussion similar to this one. All right, so bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for attending today.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.